through. And you know what I'm down for.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Bills.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. The return man now is Danny Woodhead. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Jameis to throw it. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Winston now from the 50. Now he's forced out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Play action now. Winston. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Fasano here brings it in. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Thomas, the man in motion left. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third down, Palmer. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They're going on fourth down. It's Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
In motion left is Thomas. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Out of the gun, Palmer. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either, an NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Off the corner. Where did he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
7 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Buffalo first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Byrd. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
McManus now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. To throw. Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Anthony Fasano. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Palmer. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Now Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Palmer picked off by his former teammate Patrick Peterson. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And here's Marshall. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Marshall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Palmer will throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Gordon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Throwing is Palmer. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score, and the Bears scoring to grab the lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to work. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Here's Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Thomas, the man in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Marshall. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On play action, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Ready. You ready.
Off the play fake, Winston. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ready. You ready. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Second down, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Jameis on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And Nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now Palmer on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, Palmer over the middle here to Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. The tight end changing his position. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The play clock's running down. Jameis to throw it. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it with Johnson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Saints have extended their lead in that ball game. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. They go to Johnson again. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this? Game moves along.
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his throw here is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Palmer. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard, and he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. On 3rd down, Palmer. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Floyd. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Floyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Glennon. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They give to Johnson going right. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go now. 525.
Johnson. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. David Johnson finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bears have scored. That one's been interesting as they retake the lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin them back here at the 7-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Buffalo, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.